What's happening, everyone? JayShockblast here, and check it out. Thanks WB Games for providing me with a review copy of Mortal Kombat 1, which is available now for everyone, and part of the game is the new Kameo feature. Now, two characters I think a lot of people are going to be very interested in as cameos are our Cyber Lin Kuei, Sektor, and of course Cyrax, and I have reached level 15 on both of them. Essentially, there are mastery levels that you get for the more you play with each character in the game. 15 levels for cameos, 35 for the main roster, and with each level you get all sorts of unlocks. Now, there are 6 palettes for both Cyrax and Sektor, and I want to go ahead and show those to everybody now because you can't preview them. Everything kind of unlocks in waves of 5. So let's go ahead and check out Sektor first, and we'll look at the mastery later. So this skin is called Mortal Kombat 3, and if we go into here, this is the final one that you will unlock. It is called Deadly Dawn. I'm not familiar enough to know what this is a reference to, so I don't know if this is supposed to represent another member of the Cyber Lin Kuei or whatever it may be. Right here we have Cyber Initiative. Again, I don't know if this is just a color scheme or if this is supposed to be a representation of Cyber Reptile, whatever it may be. And then there's this. Takunin, which I believe is what Sektor started after Sub-Zero kind of came back and took over the Lin Kuei. Then you have his standard LK9T9 skin. This is the starter, the first one you get. Then you have Exterminate, which kind of is a little bit of a reverse of the colors. Not totally, but a little bit. And then last but not least, we have this one, Lin Kuei Perfected. I love this one. It's really sharp, white with kind of red highlights. I've got it set to this maroon one, Deadly Dawn, because it's probably the rarest one people are going to see. But I think my favorite is actually Cyber Initiative. So that is what we have for Sektor. And we'll go ahead and show them all off in the photo mode. All right, so now we move over to Cyrax, and as we go into Cyrax, he also has these 6 different palettes. This is his starting palette, LK4D4, which a lot of people are obviously going to be familiar with. And then his second palette that he gets is Arsenal of Freedom, right here, which is kind of like a reverse. And then we have Living Machine. Now, I am assuming that this one right here is a reference to Smoke. So I've heard a lot of people talking about unlocking the Smoke Mortal Kombat 3 skin, and when you hear that, they're talking about this, I believe, for Cyrax. Then you have this one right here, which is kind of cool, kind of a little bit more reversed negative. And then you have Shark Bite, another green one, and again, I don't know if this is a reference to any other character. And then last but not least, Hapkido, which I like a lot. I don't know. There's something about teal that's kind of cool. And once again, not sure if this is a reference to any of the other cyber ninjas. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at each of these guys' skins in photo mode like we did before. All right, so if you hit the back button to go into the menu and then tab over to Mastery, you can go into your cameos, and I'll basically show you all 15 rewards that you can get. You start off with this first palette right here, and then you unlock a Brutality, and then a Foreground, 5 easy Fatality tokens. You get this palette at level 5, and then a Combat Background, another Foreground, another palette at level 8, the kind of black with red markings. At level 9, you get another Foreground. At level 10, you get the green palette. 11, you get a Brutality. 12, another Foreground. 13, you get another Background. 14, you get more easy Fatality tokens. And then finally, you get your final Foreground with the maroon and gold palette. So then we go over to Cyrax. I always get them mixed up. You go over to Cyrax, and obviously with level 1, you're going to get this palette. Level 2, the Brutality, Foreground, the easy tokens. Smoke is basically level 5, and I think we can all agree this is Smoke, right? Like, it's Smoke. At 6, the Background, the Foreground at 7, another palette at 8. 9 has the Foreground, another palette at 10, 11 a Brutality, 12 another Foreground, 13 a Background, 14 more easy Fatality tokens, and the Background, both. And then finally, the final green palette. So this is what you're going to get for Cyrax and Sektor in the Kameo Mastery card. I believe I've heard that you could potentially get the Smoke palette from the Shrine. Cannot confirm that myself, but otherwise, reaching level 5 Mastery with Cyrax will get it for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it was interesting, and we'll see you.